Fallout has become popular again recently because of the huge success of the Fallout TV series on Prime, and there are more people than ever playing these games right now. Fallout 76 had over 1 million players on one day recently, which is absolutely insane numbers. Yes, this is Fallout 76 we're talking about, and yes, that very same game that was released in an even worse state than a chocolate teapot. So is Fallout 76 worth playing in 2024? This video might surprise you. I've got over 300 hours on Fallout 76, and I picked up the game 2 years ago after they added human NPCs to the world. Hang on a moment. I know it says I have 177 hours playtime, but I will get to that later. So I stopped playing Fallout 76 about 6 months ago, and I returned to it recently to see if it's actually worth playing again. So let's find out. The bugs. Fallout 76 has been out for nearly 6 years, and when it first released, it was one of the most broken games of all time. Everyone, and I mean everyone, was talking about how much of a mess this game was, and it pretty much destroyed Bethesda Game Studios' reputation. If you played this game when it first released, you would be experiencing a bug every 5 minutes. It wasn't just the bugs, but when this game first came out, there weren't any human NPCs in the world. The only type of life you would find in the game was the creatures and other players you would encounter. The game was lifeless and full of bugs, and because of this, the mass number of the Fallout 76 community despised this game and promised to never play this game ever again. No one, and I mean no one, had faith in BGS to fix this game. Even I thought this game was going to remain as an everlasting dumpster truck on fire. However, BGS decided enough was enough, and they did a complete 180 with this game and started to work hard to make it the game they promised their fans. And BGS did exactly that. Over the years, this game had some massive updates to it, with adding the most important wanted additions, such as human NPCs that are now scattered throughout the world of Appalachia, which you can interact with. They've added all new story quests, with some of these focusing on the Brotherhood of Steel, which makes no sense lore-wise, but I feel like every piece of Fallout now has to have the Brotherhood of Steel in it, no matter what. So it is what it is, and it's still a nice addition to Fallout 76. BGS went on to fix the majority of game-breaking and minor bugs that this game was riddled with, and they actually made Fallout 76 a good game. However, do yourself a favor, and if you do decide to play this game on PC, do not by any means play it through the Xbox app or Microsoft Store. The game has now been out for nearly 6 years, and they have not still fixed the stupid bug with playing a Fallout 76 through the Xbox app or Microsoft Store, which causes your game to crash randomly. I have no idea why this is still not being fixed, given that most people will get Xbox Game Pass on PC to try out Fallout 76, but will encounter this bug which causes their game to crash all of a sudden. And I am talking from experience, since I picked up Fallout 76 originally on PC through the Xbox app, and the game would randomly crash for me. So I eventually ended up getting it on Steam when it went on sale. Hence why my playtime is 177 hours on Steam, but it's well over that given my playtime on the Xbox app. So if you do plan to play this game on PC, do yourself a favor and pick it up on Steam. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the graphics and setting. Graphics and setting. Fallout 76 takes place in Appalachia, also known as West Virginia, 25 years after the bombs drop, and you're free to do whatever you want after you emerge from your vault at the start of the game. It's like any other Fallout game where you can go anywhere and do whatever you want from the get-go. You can set up a camp wherever you want and build your own base however you want it to look. You can go on a killing spree and just kill any creatures or monsters you come across. You can even visit a bar and enjoy some good old classical live music.
Wait, no.
Oh my god! My wife!
Or you can go ahead and focus on the main quest, which is a really good starting point since it's a decent introduction to the game and its world. Speaking of the world of Fallout 76, Appalachia is by far the biggest and most interesting and unique Fallout map we've ever gotten. There are 6 distinct regions that you can explore, all with their own unique style and enemies you will encounter, which really does influence the player to explore as much as possible. And with the recent updates that the game has received in the last couple of years, you can now explore areas outside of Appalachia, such as the Pit and Atlantic City, which have their own enemies and quests you can take on. You'll notice that when you're exploring Appalachia that it's not the best looking game in the world. Like, Jesus Christ, look at some of the textures in this game, they're hideous. You think that the developers would put a bit of heart and soul in making this game look pretty, given that when it first released, there was no bloody human NPCs in the world. I mean, even Todd Howard himself said that this game had 16 times the detail. I mean, I don't remember Fallout 4 looking like this, but it's probably because Fallout 76 is an always online game. The character models of the human NPCs that have now been added to the game just look like talking mannequins, even during speech windows. But hey, with all that to one side, this game doesn't look that bad. It's still playable. Just don't expect a game that looks on par with Red Dead Redemption 2 or Cyberpunk 2077. I don't know if it'll ever be possible, but I do think the game is in a really good spot at the moment, where the developers could look at releasing a graphical improvement update to make the game look much nicer. I mean, Fallout 76 still looks like it will be receiving more updates in the coming months and years, especially after the huge success of the TV series. So I think a small graphical improvement update, similar to the one they gave to Fallout 4 via a separate download, would be massively appreciated by the community. Just please don't make it 58 gig again, Bethesda. The gameplay. Fallout 76's gameplay is what you'd expect, and it's exactly the same as Fallout 4's. So if you played Fallout 4 and you don't mind that gameplay, then you definitely enjoy Fallout 76's. The combat is the same and feels clunky at times, especially the melee combat. Moving around in the world is very basic, and this is definitely emphasized a lot more when you're in your power armor. One of my favorite pieces of gameplay in Fallout 76 is definitely being able to build your own camp. The camp building has a ton of options for the player to choose from to make whatever type of camp they want. And if you're not into the post-apocalyptic look, then you can make your camp look clean and fresh, and something that you would find before the bombs even dropped, which looks pretty odd, but hey, if you're into that, by all means go for it. The game has a variety of events that you and your friends can tackle to gain rewards and to level up, and some of these are fun and enjoyable, but after a while can become slightly repetitive, especially if you're constantly grinding them. There's a bunch of quests that you can take on throughout Appalachia with your friends, but some of these are quite lackluster. However, there are some which are done better, especially the most recent new quest we have received, which is focused on a new explorable area, Atlantic City. So is Fallout 76 worth playing in 2024? From my experience with this game and over 300 hours playtime, I have had a ton of fun. I did start playing Fallout 76 after they added human NPCs to the world, and I don't have any previous experience with the game before then, which is when it was in its worst state. Fallout 76 today is a good game. It's crazy for me to be saying that and for some of you to be hearing that too, but if you're a Fallout fan or want to get into the Fallout franchise and play with your friends, then Fallout 76 would be your cup of tea. It's not the best Fallout title in any shape or means, but if you're into base building, exploration, and just want a Fallout game that you can play with your friends, Fallout 76 ticks all those boxes. I think out of the 300 hours of playtime I have with Fallout 76, maybe 50 hours of that time was me playing solo, and the other 250 hours was me playing with my friends. This game is definitely more enjoyable if you play it with a good group of friends, and I did just that when I returned to it recently. Even if you don't have a group of friends to play this game with, there are plenty of Fallout 76 communities out there who are always welcoming new players to join them and have fun with. Speaking of the Fallout 76 community that you'll come across when playing, they are always incredibly helpful and always are looking to help out new players in any way they can. I mean, even I was willing to help out a new player when I started playing again recently and saw them coming out of Vault 76. I do strongly believe Fallout 76 gets more hate than it deserves, and a lot of content creators just dunk on this game because because it's very easy to do so, given that it's not similar to the other Fallout games and how bad this game was when it first released. This game can be purchased now for £35, which I believe is a fairly decent price point for all the content that you get. I think back when I purchased this game on Steam, I got it on sale, but the normal price back then was still around £50 to £40. Let me know what you think of Fallout 76 in 2024 in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.